Hey everybody, how's it going? Back here once again to play some games. This time is PowerWash Simulator 2's. They've added a new job, which I could probably find on this map, but I don't think that would be a great idea. But I've built a new PC since I last played this game, and I was very much like, I don't think my previous PC would be capable of continuing to stream this. Um, you know, continuously. It's just a little bit too powerful of a game because they improved, a number of things. So, but I built that new PC, and now great news. We got a new job here called Miniature Village, set in Three Rivers National Park, which a few other things have been set there. Um, that's Mount Rushmore National Park. I think it's just right around here. I'd have to go there. Salvage house, stone circle, campsite, Peabot tea room. Off in one of these. I don't know where it would be at on this map. Maybe that's the dump truck, cement mixer. Okay. Maybe I don't know where it's at on this map, but let's just hop in. 600 points seems to suggest it's going to take a bit. Um, yeah, it's like a miniature village, uh, as the title suggests. But yeah, it is like that. One of the few jobs that has water on it. So yeah, hey Sprucey, how's it dripping? What I hope. Oh gee. I'm not one for small talk. Get straight to it. I've kind of been making a model village out here on the fly for the past 35 years. 35 years. Ooh. I've been trying to keep it to myself, but it's become encrusted in mud deposits. I strongly suspect to be related to my feud with Bigfoot. Really? For reasons I'll explain, I believe this feud to be at an end. Leave me free to get this place cleaned up and have it stay that way. So yeah, this comes alongside the. Why didn't I? I'm supposed to start that. There we go. This came out alongside the 1.2 updates, which added the ability to remap on all platforms. So, especially on console, it's really nice because the default is fine, but I am the sort of person that does not need everything on the controller to control everything. Alright, so we got the dirty stuff here. Let's just see what we got here. Ooh. Okay, yeah, this is like a bit of space. So yeah, this is some water. Okay, so this is like fake plastic water. Okay, so this then technically isn't actual water. It's dropping a bit here and there. I might turn down a couple things. I was just cleaning up the first truck in free play mode, so I wasn't 100% sure uh how things would run. Let's go medium on that. Maybe go soap quality while we're not using soap. Maybe the fog can go down to medium. Kind of see. Maybe just turn this off, I guess. Everything else should be okay. I was trying to test it out and see how things would run, and it seems like it was going okay. These rocks? Okay. Okay, I was curious how the audio would seem, but start making our way from the outer portion of this area. It might be something I have to mess with the AMD stuff a little bit. Yeah, good time to take a test on this stuff because fortunately it's not super easy on the when just playing it locally, but it does run better by default. So But yeah, nice to see this. We'll be back in this game in a few weeks at this point, because I believe it's April 7th. I forgot the. Welcome to Nuts Bill, my friend. Believe it or not, the place started out as just a bit of fun. Once I installed a heat pump at my treehouse, I didn't have any need for all the matches I'd bulk bought. I just started coming out here and gluing them all together. Okay. I'm the game a little bit in my headphones. Audio should be fine on your end, but for me it's a little loud. So did they? They still don't show you all the dialogue that you get, which is unfortunate. Oh yeah, there's also probably some new things to buy. Okay, yeah, there's that stuff. It's this. It's looking more for furniture. Okay, yeah, because they've been adding new things maybe every week, every couple of weeks, something like that. But I have all this, but no cash, really. What else takes cash? I forget. This is all PowerWash points, which you can get for replaying things. Okay, some new van stuff. These are just basic colors. Okay, that's fine. But I think we get 600 out of this job. 600. Okay. No cash out of it. Okay. There's nothing to spend the cash on, so there's no reason for it to offer that. Kind of the fun thing with the original game is that try and play that from the beginning and have all the DLC. You can just start playing some of that DLC and get money before you would naturally have it, and sort of get some of the washers and all that a little earlier. I think they're all largely tied to the amount of stars you get for completing jobs. So every 20% will be a star. So you kind of work your way up that way. I would assume it's all campaign stars, but you can at least start earning money earlier and start buying better stuff to make it a little easier to get further into the game. Or further into the unlocks as early as possible. There is still, obviously, some things that are tied to later game progression. You won't get the tri-tip in the first game until... I think it's one of the statue jobs. I forget what's the hand. It's a job that if you're doing trophies and achievements, it's the one that I believe requires you to use, I think, the red nozzle the entire time. So immediately it's like you can't even use the thing you can buy that soon. Which is a little frustrating, but then you get to do all the rest after that with the tri-tip nozzle, and at that point you're having lots of fun, so, you know. Oh, why did this pause? Weird. My stream preview paused over here for some reason. I don't think I even clicked on it. Weird. Let me try something. Okay, this does leave the screen now. Okay. Let me see. I think we're about ready to keep continuing on. I'm still getting some dips. Not sure if I have any great solutions for that at the moment, other than, closing a couple of things. I don't really have anything here that's majorly an issue. Okay, that's fine. That one's clean. All right. And the railing too. Okay. But yeah, I do have the PS5 version of this game as well that I need to get back into now that the other remapping updates is available. So I can do that and continue in progress on, which would be great. Though I'm mostly spending my time on MLB The Show 26 right now, as I streamed last Friday, I think it was. Some of that. Been enjoying that a lot. Playing a good bit of Diamond Dynasty and enjoying all the World Baseball Classics stuff they got in there. They got a lot more players in it this year than they've had the last couple years, which I think was mostly like some of the top players, and now there's like many of them are not super highly rated or diamonds, so gonna get a little more variety out of them. Also, where I have Shuhei, or no, Shohei Otani and Aaron Judge, though I'm not using Judge as much because a lot of the programs for that stuff has um, requirements to use players that come with the programs. He is not. So I've been putting him on the bench mostly. I'm needing to get, hits and such with other players. Would be about. I probably have to get this side done too. Yeah, that makes sense. And this probably needs a good bit here. Strip it on this building. Okay. Much like in the main game, when it's getting close, realizing like, oh, it's a lot of these little nooks and tight spots that is where I'm missing stuff. I got that still good on this. And nothing here, but probably over here. Yep. Hmm. Let me do. No, that's. Oh, what's E? That's right. That was the viewing platform. I'm wondering if there's some stuff like this, but that's not. Gotta be other areas I'm missing here. On this platform, maybe it's under here. Okay, that's where it is. Under the ladder. We got it. Let's see. Yeah, these rocks are okay. Let's clean up this water. Yeah, now seeing this in action, that it's a miniature village like this, that the water isn't real, makes a lot more sense. Although this isn't water, this is farm floor. I wonder if this is an original creation or if it's a recreation of something from the game. The harbor was there. I was hoping there'd be more under here. Oh well. I do like the attention to detail under the water. I go for a lot of this floor stuff here early on. See what we can get here. Alright, we got that. This extends out that ways. Okay. Yeah, I was trying out MLB The Show 26 on my portal, PlayStation Portal, and not a great idea, at least for playing an actual game. I also started incorporating things I found on my forest gallivants. You wouldn't believe what half the stuff's made from. Example is hot air balloons or hornet nests that I pump full of helium. That sure is a way to go. Actually, best leave it there. I'll let your imagination do the rest. Alright. Farm floor, still going over here. Where this goes. A lot of places. Where are the cats at? There's the gnome. I was just hearing the cats. At least one of the cats. Still got more over here, these hot air balloons. Oh, there's a train set. Oh, it just goes back and forth. You? Okay. Unfair floor. Alright, let's get back to the forest or the farm floor. Got a windmill going. Yeah, there's no achievements for any of this. At least I don't believe so now. Oh boy. Alright. Supposed to be like a bale of hay or something. Okay. That's made from bear poop. Here's what this guy would have to say about that. All right. Finally reached the point where that's about at the name of the particular thing we're cleaning, so that's good. There's a path, okay. Okay. Well, there's still quite a lot to do. Okay, we're doing alright on time. I suspect we're not going to get this beaten or finished before time is up, but that's fine. This is a good look at the nice new job in here. And what I think they're calling Caldera Chronicles, or there we go. All right, get this water cleaned up. This harbor wall. Actually, I should probably, let's see, one. Oh, they would limit what we have available to it. Okay. There we go. And then two. Oh yeah, that's right. These are the newer versions, so and this would have the tri-tip nozzle. And now we're gonna start cooking. Oh yeah, there's some right there. A little tough to see some of this dirt now that it cleaned up most of it. There we go. There we go. Oh, this is separate. There we go. Buoys. Okay. Alright, that water looks pretty nice. This water done. Or wait. That's gonna separate itself here. Yeah, I was playing MLB The Show 26 on my portal, streaming, and the moments are probably fine, but the streaming causes a delay for like a regular game. So much so I played one game in that mode, and then when I tried to hop back onto the regular game, I felt like my timing had been damaged for a bit. Took me a bit to get my non-streaming hitting legs back under me. I was because yeah, with the delay, I was just hitting late on everything, and that's not how you're gonna do well in baseball. Eventually, got a little more used to it, but not that much. So inspired by my mom's favorite expression, "cool beans." She was always saying that, and I was a real curious child, always taking things apart, but it never phased Ma. I come in and say things like, "Ma, I've disassembled the guttering, left it on top of the hill." Okay. She'd say, "cool beans," and go get it and put it right back. Forest floor and then see about that river. Yeah, they got the Adventure Time DLC that is out. I think on April 7th, so we'll stream some of that on that week. That'll be very fun. And speaking of the PlayStation Portal, they just announced a new update that is coming out. I think either in the tonight or in the next couple days. Oh, rain. It's like, what the heck is that sound? That adds 1080p high bitrate mode. For people that can handle that with their internet. I hope I could. What else? It has some new UI stuff. They've made adjustments to, like, showing a little more information on the pages that the games have on their little page before you start some of them. I think I would really like it if you could see the trophy list for games, sort of like the way you see them on a regular PS5. There we go. Skirts floor. Okay. Get this river first. Power it up to 25%. That's pretty good. A little odd angle there. Ooh, frame rate's not doing well at all. That's like hovering at about 30. Triggered something. don't know why it's doing that beep. The beep is like what it does. Let me see here. I was gonna see if I could kind of trigger it to get back to 60, and now it's doing that. So that worked out. And it's a little bit of stuff under here, but there we go. Let's get this riverside floor cleaned up. This seems a lot quicker. I tend to like getting the floors first, or then moving on to other things. Okay, wait, what? I see the line there. Go. Okay, this all is here. Here's the outskirts floor. Like another big chunk of space. University kayaks. I'm sure our buddy has intense lore about what's been going on here. Edge of this outskirt right here. Okay. Yeah, we've been having some interesting weather this past weekend, where we got up into the 70s on Sunday, and then basically right around the time that it started getting dark, temperatures kept going and going until I think it was in the 20s, probably at some point today, maybe overnight. I got some snow, and not like nice snow, kind of a very wet uh, kind of snow that came down at such a rate that I guess you're walking around, especially somebody like me with glasses, snow cuts between the glass, around the glasses, gets into my eyes and makes it very annoying to walk around in it, which was very fun. Alright, getting almost done with this. Oh boy. There we go. And this is the fun fair floor. Very different floor from the outskirts floor. Let me... No, it's not. Oh. I'm gonna say... No, it's probably, yeah, under the fun flare floor there. Okay. Make it a little easier for me to see where all it is without having to necessarily hit the... Okay, yeah, this is quite a lot of space. Okay. We'll work our way around. Yeah, let's go over here. This seems like an easier area to kind of clean off and get finished. Alright, this won't take too long to get to the end here, so that'll be good. How are we doing on time? Okay, we're good. Still don't think we'll finish this, but I don't think we'll be as far as I maybe thought. Oh yeah, there's more water over here, so deal with that. Let's see. Alright. Nice little hook-a-duck. There we go. Get this water done over here, the or outskirts floor, okay. Okay, so this is all the outskirts floor. Oh boy, and all this back here too. Alright. Let me see. Nope, not. I think I want it there. Nope, it's not. Let's see. But yeah, I'm hoping to stream some more this week. I'm gonna try to stream tomorrow. We'll see. I gotta have some things going on that will prevent that. We'll see. Check the mail because I might have something in from Gamefly that might be worth streaming. It's that Wisman's World, whatever that game's name is. What kind of beans I got here in the village? Runner beans? Navy beans? Okay. Oh, just the two kinds? Dentist beans? Okay. Taking his time remembering what kind of beans he has. Astronomer beans. Okay. Like every percent he's posting a new thing. As I'm getting more of this cleaned off, he's gonna post a new thing probably until 45% maybe. Maybe we'll just keep going. Sewage worker beans. Okay. The pacing kind of makes it seem like he completely forgot kind of beans he's got. He's got to go double check. There we go. Okay. So this is looking nicely improved. Let's start working on some of these. Oh, what's plastic garbage collector beans? Okay. That's a decent amount of beans. Hunter? Alright, what other floors? We got this floor over here. Oh, there's the coffee shop. Yeah, so they were teasing some of this. I think there's definitely like a picture of the coffee shop. The menu's not visible, or not legible, I guess. Yeah, you get the floors in a lot of these maps, and things start brightening up pretty quickly. There we go. I think the one thing I did want to stream is the Seven Deadly Sins Origin. I haven't. I just downloaded that a little earlier for the stream. I wanted to Have it ready to go. Like that would all be floor. Yep. Where's our... Oh, I keep hitting that because that's how it used to be. Let's see. More floors. The farm. Lake. Downtown. Town center. There we go. Alright, we are about 46% with an hour left to go. Maybe we could actually finish this. I suspect that's not going to be the case, but we'll see. Forced bridge. I suspect it's going to be the details that are going to be the thing that slows us down at a certain point. Granted, also at a certain point I can just highlight a bunch of stuff at once. Look at this guy. Uptown. And there we go. There we go. Then getting that. Downtown, town center, uptown, floor. This little band area. There we go, and then I assume the castle yard is kind of the next thing, or there's this too. Castle parapet walk. Alright, we're at halfway on this job. So every single time. Where's it at? Castle. Parapet. Okay, it's the wall too. Okay. That makes some sense. The walk is still not done yet. Hmm. Okay, that's good. There we go. And then like up here, and then we would be done with the floor part of this whole thing. All right, there we go. All the floors are done. So it makes the rest look should be easier, but we shall see. Yeah, now I can probably start. I stop doing that. I'm going for like the forest stuff. Right. This. Yep. Again. Okay. Bridge, bushes, and 3 houses. All right. House number 1. House number 2. Oh, there we go. House number 3. Like this is the bridge. Is that going to be part of it? Okay, that is part of it. Alright, good to know. Good to know. Alright, let's start working on this. There we go. I think it's all the forest stuff. Oh, forest bushes. Oh, those supposed to be bushes? All those rocks, but not my mini village, so. Did all of that, alright, great. Just throw everything. I'm gonna throw everything on this, but yeah, and surprisingly, like my percentage is slowing down pretty good. Not to this area. Can't go any further than that. Okay. There we go. Again. Mountain bushes. Alright. There we go. Making good progress here. Here's our other mountain bushes. Alright. These hot air balloons. Can I get up on? I assume you can. Otherwise, what's the point of this whole thing? Oh, God, I need to. Nope. There we go. Gotta run, or else you're not gonna fly. Get as much of this portion as I can. Alright. Get down here. There we go. Yeah, let me see if one of these extensions could be good. Okay, there we go. Great. Wonder if it'd be better to get up here. Go. Oh, mess that up. There we go. Boom, done. Again, mess that up. Alright, garden bushes. Probably these outskirts things. I think are all these. Oh yeah, this thing. Another outskirt bush. And Queen Bean 2 up there in the high towers of Castle Casserole. Cute name. Might not be able to see it straight away. It's covered in a huge clump of cryptid dirt. And back to these bushes over here. But I'd like to go see Project Hail Mary at some point, either this week or next. I got one thing that's standing in the way of that, but once that gets dealt with, I can go see it. Village hall bushes, obviously. Again. Really knowing myself. Garden, bushes. Okay. That could be all here. Near the garden. Probably shorter on this. What is this? This one? Yes, this. Okay. What exactly? Okay. A little bit here. There we go. Alright. Finally got it right. Okay, garden bushes. Now that's this thing. Okay. There we go. Standing stone. University stuff. Oh boy, village hall stuff as well. Okay. For now, deal with that. Oh yeah, we didn't get this for, did we? The one bit of flooring that we didn't touch at all. Yeah, that's good. Alright, good progress here. Bunch of stuff. Okay, do we get all the university stuff? Like we did? Where's the standing stone stuff? Over direction. Okay, those are the standing stones. Okay. That makes sense on the name. One of the standing stones and then a tree. this tree. There we go. I think it's Village Hall is the last of the stuff on this here. I guess the train. Get that stuff too. Alright. Looking good. Okay. There was something labeled as outskirts over here that I hadn't cleaned. I think this is all one thing. Alright, so this is a hell of a thing. There we go. Let's see. Village Hall. What are you missing? Oh, yep. Side makes sense. Boom. Oh, this sucker. One more bush, and then we go to the train. Bush. That's a bush. Oh. Alright, now this train stuff. Let's go short. Oh. Start getting some of this underside of the train bridge. Or I guess that's viaduct bridge. Train. Carriage, train, carriage. Okay. That's as much as I'll do. Get back here. There we go. Curious if it's gonna push me. Yep. Okay. That's fine. Harbor time. Getting all these peas. Speaking of cryptids, have I told you I finally saw Bigfoot? Oh, let us know what's going on. I saw it a few times, and let me tell you, it's far more intelligent than we realized. With the chances it's a very hairy dude. That's pretty high chances there. These bushes that obviously hang out in the water. We're doing time. Okay, we're not doing too bad. Like I said, there's a chance we could finish, but I assume it's not going to be close. Okay, we got bushes, a fishing boat, and a fish market sign. A shop. There's the boat. That, oh, sign. And what else? Bushes. Oh. I don't know if I would even notice that. Alright. There's the harbor done. Go to the farm. There's a bunch of stuff here. Alright. Way over here. Some of these bushes taken care of. There we go. Alright, making good progress over here. There we go. Hopefully get up to 75% by the time this one is done. We shall see. 74, so that's pretty good. There we go. We're at 75, so that's great. What all do we have left? Bridge, bush, cart stall, sign, silo, watermill. These are all good. Yep. An interesting design for that. It's not 99 or 90 degrees for each one. There's that bush. Sign and silo. Oh, sign. Oh. I'll be on the top. There we go. Great. Farm done. Time for lake area. Boat, bushes, dock, house. House, diesel, painting, lake observatory, and lake. All this stuff over here, I think. There we go. Here's the painting on the easel. This nice observatory is built into the mountain here. Alright, what's left of the lake? Or is that everything? That's everything. Oh. Downtown. Go downtown. Hopefully be at like 80% by the time we're done with downtown. We're getting lots of dings, so that's great. There we go. Let's see. What's left in downtown? A bush. Okay. This. Okay. There's the downtown bush. 78. Okay. There's more stuff going on. Maybe in Midtown. Let's see here. All right. Clock tower's pretty good. All right. Yeah, we're gonna get to 80% here. As we're about to wrap up pretty soon. 10 minutes or so. At first I was wondering like what I would do if this ended up finishing early. And luckily I don't have to worry about that really. Bean Museum. They're uptown bushes. We need to be cleaning those. Okay, there we go. Is that all the Midtown? Museum sign. Oh. Alright. Upper Town. Doesn't have much. Also, balls and dick. Yeah, Fun Fair's bushes. I have to do a little work and see how I may be able to improve frame rate on this stuff. We'll see. Is that everything? Yep. Unfair. Is everything out here? Alright. Bushes. What are we doing, bushes? I like these bean balloons. That's a nice touch. Yeah, the tree just cuts into that thing. A little inelegant. There we go. There's the last of the funfair bushes. Okay. Is that everything on the funfair? Yep. That's all castle, and let's just do the viaduct, because that's out here. Okay, so I think this... Yeah, I was going to say there's gotta be a cutoff point, and that's definitely a big white divider thing. Alright, making some progress on this. Definitely get us past 85, but probably won't finish much here. Yeah, look at all that dirt. Okay, I see. This slip is sort of part of the bridge. Yeah, that just goes up here. Yeah, we're up to 85%, so yeah, making good progress on this. We'll be wrapping up here in just a moment. I might just finish this last little chunk of the viaduct base. And we'll call it. Leave the castle left to do. There we go. Oh. And yeah, that is going to do it. We're 86%. Good number there. Alright, 87. It's a less good number, but anyway, that is going to do it. I might do some more work and maybe see if the AMD utility lets me run this a little bit more smoothly without any drops. figure that on my own. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Hope you have a good rest of your day, and I'll be back later this week. Maybe at least three Thursday and Friday, but we'll see. So have a good one. See you next time. Bye bye.